Hello friends, welcome to the course of Microsoft SQL Server. So what we are going to study in this course? First of all, I will introduce you to Database and SQL. So in this we will learn about the data, then database, then how to use the database management system, then relation database, then what is SQL and the table. And second topic we will learn how to create, use and drop databases. Then we will learn about different type of data types which are used in SQL, data, numerical data types, character data types and date and time data types. And what are the constraints in SQL, that is not null, default, unique and primary key. Then we will also learn about how to create, insert, update and delete the tables data. Then we will move forward to the select statement, how we can use select statement to extract the information from the table. And then we will learn about the operators, that is AND operator, OR operator, NOT operator, like operator, between operators. And moving forward, so we will learn about the various function. These are the mathematical function and as well as the string function, which will help us in doing a lot of operations. Then some of the very important keywords like the order by, top clause, group by and having clause. Then we will learn about the joins like inner join, left join, right join and full join. After that we will learn about some operators for the select statement like union, union-all, except and intersect. Then afterwards some views, how we can create and drop the view. Then alter table, how we can add column and then drop the column as well. Then some logical operators which can be used in SQL like data, the case statement and if statement. And then we will learn about the exception handling. So basically it will help us to handle the errors which will occur in the SQL query. So who this course is for? This course is for anyone who's working with the data, table and databases, and a person who's working in an organization which uses the Microsoft databases, and a person who's working in marketing, finance, accounting, operations, which collect the data in very organized way. There a person need to extract the relevant information for the relevant department. Okay, and this skill is going to make you earn a lot of money. So this course is for this one. So this finishes our introduction to the Microsoft SQL Server. I hope you have enjoyed it a lot. So let's see you in the Hello friends, welcome again. Let's install Microsoft SQL Server. For that, go to the Google page and write Microsoft SQL Server download, and you will see the SQL Server downloads. Click here and scroll downwards. You will see two free edition. First one is the developer and second one is Express. I will be downloading the developer edition. Download now. Once downloaded, you will see SQL Server 2019 will be shown here. So click here and click yes. It will show the three options: basic, custom and download media. I will be installing the custom type. So where you want to install it? I want to install it at this PC, SQL Server. Click OK and click install. So it will be downloading the complete package. Now installation has been successful. So one installation has been successful, it will open this wizard. Now here click the installation, then go to the new SQL Server standalone installation. Click here. Then click next. Then click next. Then select the developer free edition. Then accept the license terms. Click next. Here I want to use only database engine services, so I will click database engine services, then click next. Here I need to give the instances, so name instances I will give Ankit here. Similarly I will give here Ankit only here, so then click next. Click next here, and for the password I will use the mix mode, so I will give the password here 1 2 3, then click next. I need to add the current user as well, so I will add the current user. It is done here, so then click next, then install. Then close it. Now I need to install the SQL Server Management tool. It basically helps in connecting to the databases. So click here. It will redirect us to the Microsoft website, and scroll downwards. So download the SQL Server Management Studio 18.10. So it is the latest version of SQL Server Management Studio. Click this one and it will start downloading here. Now it is downloaded, then click open file. Now we need to install it, then click install here. Now installation has been completed. Close it and also close this one. Now go to the search bar and type Microsoft SQL Server. Click this one. Now it has opened up. Connect to server pop-up has come up. In this I need to give the password, then it will connect us to the databases. So I have selected the mixed one password and as well as the Windows, so I will not enter the password here, so I will just connect it. Now you can write the new query here. Just click the new query here and your work page will open up. So you can write the query here and execute here. The output will be shown here in this area. Okay, so this finishes our lecture on installation of the Microsoft SQL. I hope you have liked it. Thank you and have a nice day. Hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture, we will learn about the basics of the database and SQL. So let's start. What is data? Data can be facts related to any object in consideration. For example, we use social media platform to share our information. In Instagram, we upload our pictures and share our stories in Facebook. This is all data. A video is also one of the data. It is unstructured data. Now let's understand what is database. Database is a systematic collection of data which support storage and manipulation of data in an easy way. Likewise, we have discussed in earlier slide, we upload a pics in the Instagram, share a story in Facebook. So when this data is stored in organized way, so that a data administrator or any other person can access it and manipulate it. This storage of data is called database in an organized way. And in factory also, all data is also stored in very systematic way, so that whenever there is a requirement, they can access it and accordingly they can use that. Now let's understand database management system, in short DBMS. So what is DBMS? DBMS is a collection of programs which enables its user to access the database, manipulate data, reporting and representation of the data. So DBMS is the software. Whenever any person or top management or manager want to retrieve any data from the databases, so it sends a query to DBMS and DBMS in the background go to the database and access that information and again send it back to the user. What is the types of DBMS? The DBMS is the two types. First one is the relation databases and second one is non-relation databases, that is non-SQL. Here we will discuss about the relation databases because the non-relation databases itself is a very big topic. So let's explore what is relation databases. Relation databases is a type of database that stores and provides access to the data points that are related to one another. In simple words, we can say that relation databases contain the tables and these tables are interrelated to each other. For example, in a company, we might have information about the products and which is organized in one table, and we have information about the orders which are coming to the company. It is stored in another table, and we have information about customers which is stored in another table. So all these three tables is interrelated to each other. So this is the relation databases. And if we want to access the information, how we can do it? For that we use SQL, that is structured query language. So what is a structured query language? Structured query language is the standard language for dealing with relation databases, which can be used to create, read, update and delete the database records. A sample SQL query is shown here, that is select a star from employee where the name is Robert. Here what this query is asking, the query is extracting the information about the person named Robert from the table named employee. Okay, so select is the standard keywords. What star represents? Star represents it is going to extract all the columns of that table, and we will discuss about the tables later on. From is the keyword and employee is the name of the table from where we are trying to extract that information, and where specifying the condition what is user is asking for. Okay, let's move forward. Now table in SQL. So earlier we have told that in relation database, data are organized in tables and all the tables are interlinked with each other. Okay, tables are the database object which comprises of the row and column. Here the row is the each records 1 Robert, 90,000 salary, EEH and operation, and the column is EID, E name, E salary, E age and E department. Now the field has records in the table. The highlighted area, this is 1 Robert, age 52 operation is the record, and E department is the field, and what we also call the column. Okay, so what is field? Field provides specific information about the data in the table. That is E salary is one of the field. It's showing the salary of all the employees, Robert, Divya. Okay, similarly E age is another field in which it is showing the age of each employee. And what is records? Records are the individual entry of a table. Here the highlighted area is the record of the Divya. So this finishes our lecture on the introduction to the SQL and the databases. So it's very brief. Thank you and have a nice day. Hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture we will learn how to create the database, use it, and if there is no need of that database, how we can delete it. So let's start. The syntax for creating the database is create database. Here create database is the keyword followed by the name of the database. Okay, let's do one exercise of creating the database with the name of SQL table. Let's move to the MS SQL server. Keyword for creating a database is create database followed by the name of the database SQL table. Okay, and semicolon and execute it. Okay, see the command has been completed. Now let's refresh it and we can see the database here. Go to the databases and see at the SQL table a new database has been created. Okay, now if you want to use that database, how we can use it? By using this syntax, that is use which is followed by the database name. Okay, let's execute this one in the MS SQL server. Okay, and now I want to use the SQL table. How I can do it? Use followed by the SQL database name table, see, and highlight it and execute it. Now command has been completed. Now we are into the SQL table database. Okay, now suppose if I again go back to the Piyush database, how I can use the Piyush database? Right, by using the SQL table, again using this one Piyush and executing it. So right now we are using the Piyush database. We can see it from here, Piyush database. Okay, now if I want to delete this database, so what's the syntax of deleting this database? And the syntax drop database, and drop database the keyword followed by the database name. So the keyword is drop database followed by the table name SQL, yeah, and executing the query. See, the command has been completed. Now refresh it, go back to database. Now see, the SQL table has been removed from the databases. So this finishes the very small lecture on the databases. I hope you have enjoyed it a lot. Thank you and have a nice. Hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture we will learn about the different types of data types which are used in SQL. First of all, let's understand what is data types. Data types defines what type of data a column can hold. For example, in this employee table, each salary is one of the column, and we have defined that only the integers value can be inputted here. Similarly, if you go to the employee department, here we have defined that this column can hold only characters, so no numerical value can be inputted here or written here. This we are ensuring the integrity of data in the databases. Okay, the first data type is numerical data type. A numerical data type can be of different types. The first one is big int. Here the range of this big int is very high, from lowest value to highest possible value. It occupies a lot of space. The second one is integer. The range is very high. The third one is small int. Its range is minus 32,000 to the plus 32,000. And the fourth one is tiny int, and its range is minus 128 to plus 127. And then the last one is a decimal SD. So here S represents the count of the digit in the fractional number, and D represents the count of digits after decimal. For example, a 15.12. Here the S is the 4 and only 2 digits are after decimal, so D is the 2. Okay, now moving forward, the other type of data type is character. In this, the first data type is char S, where S is the size of the value, and its range is 255 characters. And the second one is varchar, and its size is also 255 characters. And a text can be a complete sentence or complete string, so its range is very high. So what is the difference between the varchar and char? If we give an input of 30 in the char and input only 2 characters, but still the system will consume the 30 characters memory. In varchar we have defined the size of the character to be 30, but we give only 2 input, so it will only consume the memory of the 2 characters only. So that's why we call this variable character. Okay, now moving forward, the next one is date and time data types. The date can be represented in this following format. That is, first one is year, the second one is month, and then date. The time format is hour, minute, and second, and we can also represent only year in the format of 4 Ys. Okay, so this finishes our lecture on data type. We will see its application in the following lecture. Thank you and have a nice day. Hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture, we will learn about the constraints which are used in the SQL query. So, what is constraints? Constraints are used to specify the rules for the data in the table. Basically, there are 4 constraints we use. First one is not null, the second one is default, the third one is unique, and the fourth one is primary. So, let's discuss all these constraints one by one. First one is not null constraint. Not null constraint ensures that column can't have any null value. For example, in this employee table, if we have given the constraint of not null, then in this none of the cell will be empty here. Okay. Now moving forward, the second one is default constraint. The default constraint sets a default value for a column when no value is specified. For example, in this age column, if we have not given any value to this column and we have given the default value of 52, so all the records will show the age as 52. Okay. Now moving forward, the unique constraint. The unique constraint ensures all values in a column are different. For example, in this employee table, the name of the employee has to be unique. Otherwise, the program or SQL query will not be executed. Okay. Now moving forward, the primary key constraint. It is most important constraint here, and the primary key is the combination of 2 constraints, the not null and the unique. So that means the column can't be empty and each entry should be different from each other. For example, in this ID column, here there is no column which is null, and each entry is different from each other. So this is the primary key constraint. So this finishes our lecture on the constraint. I hope you have enjoyed it a lot. Thank you and have a nice day. Hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture, we will learn how to create a table, then how to insert our data inside a table. If we require to update the data inside the table, how we can do it. So let's move forward. The 3 steps to create a table is, first of all, name the table, then define the column, then assign the data types to the column. Okay. The syntax for creating the table is, first one is create table, that is the keyword, followed by the table name. Inside the bracket, we give the name of the column along with the data type of the column. If we want to specify the primary key, we can also do that. Okay. So let's do one exercise of creating our employee table in using the SQL query, and following are the headers. The first one is ID, the second was name, then age, gender and department. So let's move to the MS SQL server. Okay. I want to use the SQL table, that is the SQL table as a database, and let me check, we are in the SQL table. Okay. Now inside it we will create a employee table. For that we will use the create table keywords, then employee table is the name of the table, then bracket open, the first column name is ID, EID, and it is the integer type. The second one is name, and it is varchar, and the size of the varchar is 20. And the third one is age, and it's also integer type. The fourth one is gender, and it is varchar, data type, and the final one is department, and it is also varchar. Okay. Now we will specify the primary key, and here we will take the primary key the ID column, because it is unique and it is not going to be null. Okay, so for that we will write primary key bracket open close and inside it put ID column, then semicolon, select the table query and execute it. See that this query has been executed and a table has been created inside the SQL table database. So we can see that here also. Go to the databases, and inside databases you will see SQL table databases. Inside it you will see the tables here. Okay, first of all we need to refresh it, then go to SQL table tables. Okay, now you can see the employee table here, and if you furthermore expand it, you will see the columns as well. Okay, you can see that ID is the first column, the second column is name, the third column is age, gender, department, and we have specified ID to be the primary key. It is showing as a PK and int, as we have given integer its data type. The second one is name, and it can be null, and we can also specify it to be not null. Okay, the age, the gender, and the department, as we have specified here in the query. Now let's insert the data inside the table. The syntax for inserting the data inside the table is insert into followed by the table name, then the values keyword, and inside the bracket the value 1, value 2 is the data which will be inserted inside the table. Here the sequence of the value should be the same as the sequence of the column name. For example, the first value should be of ID, the second one should be of name, the third one should be salary, then age, followed by the gender, then department. Okay, now let's do an exercise. So we need to insert the information about 6 employees in the employee table, and this information is given below. The first one of Robert, the second one is of Brian, the third one is Divya, then Zulfa, Tom and Swati. So let's do it. Okay, we have created a table. Now we will insert the value here, and the keyword is, for the keyword, insert into followed by the table name where we want to insert the value, then value keyword bracket open. The first value is the 1, that is the ID of first employee, and then the name of the employee is Robert, and what is age? Age is 30. What is the gender? Gender is male. Then department is operation. Okay, bracket close, and let's select this one and execute the query. Okay, its values. Now select this one, execute it. Okay, the data has been set. If you want to see the value, we will need to run this query, like star from and the employee table. We will learn about this query in the following lecture. I am running this query just to see how data has been inputted in the employee table. Select this one, then execute. Okay, see the data has been input in the employee table. Similarly, we will do it for the other employees. Name is Brian, age is 52, male, department finance, Okay, let's execute it. See, one node has been impacted, so we can again see the data and execute it. See, the two records has been shown here. The first one was Robert and the second one is Robert. Similarly for the other people as well. Third one is Divya. Hari is 32. Female. Department is tech. Let's execute it. Now the fourth one is Josefa. And age is 35. Male. Department purchase. Okay, let's execute it. Then Tom, age is 57. Then male, then analytics is the department. Let's execute it. The last one is Swati. Her age is 35. Female. And department is tech. Okay, the completion time. Okay, and now let's see the all the results again using this query. Select star from employee table. Select this one, then execute. See, all the data we have imported is showing here. Okay, now coming back to the slide. Now we will discuss about the update statement. So what is the use of update statement? Update is used to modify existing records in a table, and the syntax for doing it is update is the keyword followed by the table name, then set is a keyword, column in which we want to change the value, and where is the condition we will specify. Okay, let's do exercise to understand it much better. Suppose one of the employee Robert has changed the department from operations to vendor management. Now we need to update the same in the table employee table. So let's go back to MS SQL Server. So Robert has changed the department. So okay, the keyword is update followed by the table name. Table name is employee. Then set, and I need to change the name department to the vendor management. Okay, then where is the condition which we will specify, where the department will be changed, where the name of the person is Robert. Okay, this is one is the condition. Now let's execute it. Now let's see the table. Select star from employee table. Okay, now earlier the department was operations. Now the department has been changed to the vendor management. Okay, now I will change the department of Robert again back to the operations. So let's do it again here. Update, first of all keyword is update, followed by the employee table, that is the name of the table. Then set is the keyword, and which department I need to change. I need to change it to operation, and where the this change will be affect where the name of the employee is Robert. There the name of the employee is Robert. Okay, select and execute. Let's see the changes here. See, the changes has been done. It has been now changed back to the operation. Okay, now delete statement. Delete statement is used to delete the existing record in the table. Syntax for it is delete followed by the from, then the table name is given. Now the other keyword is where. Let's do an exercise to understand it. So one of the employees, Swati, has left the company. Now delete the Swati records from the table, employee table. For that, let's go back to the here. First keyword is delete from keyword, then employee table, where I want to remove the records of the Swati. So I will type the name Swati. Okay, and execute. Now I will see the the Swati records has been deleted. Okay, so this finishes our lecture here. I hope you have enjoyed it a lot. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture, we will learn about the select statement, through which we will extract information from the given table. So let's start. Select statement syntax. The syntax which is used for the select statement is select is the keyword followed by the columns, column 1, column 2, whatever columns we want to see in the output table, and from is the next keyword followed by the table name. Okay, and below it there is another syntax, that is select. It is a keyword followed by the star, then followed by the from, then table name. Here star indicates all the column. Instead of writing all the columns name, we can use the star in place of all the column, so that we can get all the column in the output table. So let's do one exercise on the select statement. The first one is extract employee name and their age from the employee table. So let's go to the MS SQL server. Okay, and we will use the select statement, select statement, and we need to extract the employee name and their age. Employee name is name and age from employee table, and selecting it, then execute the command. This is the output. Okay, now the second question is extract all the information from the employee table. So we need to select all the columns from the given table. For that we will use the star here instead of writing all the columns. So the syntax which we will follow here is, first one is select, then put star from employee table, select this table and execute. See, all the columns are present here. So moving towards the next statement, that is the select distinct syntax. In select distinct syntax, we try to get all the distinct records from the table. In a column there might be some duplication of some records, but if we want to see some only unique records, then we will use the select distinct syntax. The syntax is select and followed by the distinct keywords and the column names, and then followed by that from keyword, then the table name. So let's do an exercise to understand it. And with this exercise, we need to extract all department names from the employee table. So let's go to the MS SQL server, select department from employee table. Okay, distinct. We need only the unique department names. For that, we will put the distinct before the column name and execute. Okay, the distance, all the distinct department has come up. And if we do not use this distinct department, distinct before the department, what would be the output? This is without the distinct keyword, and this is with the distinct keyword. See, in this result only the unique department has been shown, and in this all the department has been shown. Okay, now let's go back to the lecture. Now the where clause. Where clause is used to extract the records which satisfy a condition. Suppose we want to extract only those occupations related to the doctor only, then output will be only doctors. And then the second example, if we want to extract all the information related to a person whose age is greater than 50, then we will put the condition of age greater than 50 there. Where clause syntax. The syntax here is the select, then followed by the columns name, then from keywords, then table name, then followed by the where clause, and where we will specify the condition. Now let's do the exercise. Extract the male employee information from the employee table. Okay, so we will extract all the male employee information, select star from employee table, where we need to extract all the information related to the male employee. So here we will use the gender column. Gender column will be equal to the male column. Okay, selecting the statement and execute. See, all the male employees information has been extracted here. Suppose if we want to extract only the female employee information, so how we can do it? Similarly, just copy paste the statement, and here we need to just put the female here and selecting this one, execute it. See, only the female employee information has been extracted here. Okay, so this finishes our lecture on extracting the information from the table. I hope you have enjoyed it a lot. Thank you and have a nice day. Hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture we will learn about the operators which are used in the SQL query. The first one is AND operator. AND operator display records if all the conditions separated by AND are true. For example, a person whose occupation is doctor and age is greater than 50. If both the conditions are true, then the output will be true. If any one of the conditions is not true, then the output will be false. The sentence which are follow in AND operator is select followed by the columns name, then from followed by the table name, where clause is put, then condition 1 and condition 2 is put forward. Okay, so let's do an exercise to understand it. Here in this exercise, we need to extract information from employee table whose salary is greater than 100k and gender is male. Okay, let's go back to MS SQL Server. Select star from employee table where. Now first condition is the person should be male. Okay, so e gender is equal to male, then and salary should be greater than 100k. Should be greater than 100k. Okay, now let's select this one and execute the query. Okay, only 2 employees have the salaries greater than 100k and which are also male. Okay, now let's go back to the slides. And OR operator display records if any of the conditions separated by OR is true. Suppose we want to extend information about a person whose occupation is doctor or whose occupation is engineer. If both the condition is not true, then the output will be false. If any one of the condition is true, then the output will be true. The syntax for the OR operator is select the column name, then from followed by the table name, where, then condition is put or another condition is put forward. Okay, let's do an exercise to understand it. Extract employee information from employee table whose salary is greater than 100k or gender is male. Okay, two condition has been given. Select star from employee table where gender, first one is gender is male or salary is greater than 100k. See, there are 4 male employees are there, and out of 4 male employees, only 2 have salary greater than 100k. Okay, now let's go back to the slide. Not operator display records if the condition is not true. So for example, if we do not want to see the information of a person whose occupation is doctor, the output of that table will include all the record except of that person whose occupation is doctor. Okay, the syntax for the not operator is select followed by the column name, then from keyword followed by the table name, where then not keyword will come up and that condition will be specified. So let's do an exercise to understand it. Extract employee information for employee table whose gender is not male. Okay, select star from employee table where not, we do not want to see the information about the male employee, so e gender equal to male. Executed. See, we do not want to see the information about the male employee, so all the information of the female employee has been shown here. Okay, like operator is used to extract records where a particular pattern is present. For example, we have been given 3 names, Samir, Samiksha and Sharma, and we want to extract only those names whose starting is SAM. So we will use here the like operator to extract the name of a person who starting 3 letters, that is Sam, is present in the name. Okay, so the output will be of Samir and Samisha because the first 3 letter is the Sam here, and like operator is doing the job here of identifying the pattern in the names. Okay, like operators uses the wildcard characters for doing the operation. The first one is percentage, second one is underscore. In percentage, it represents the 0, 1 or multiple characters. Suppose for example, I want to extract the name of all the person who has the John in their name. Okay, the person name can be Jonathan, Jonah. If you see the Jonathan, the number of characters is different. In Jonah, the number of characters is different. And if I put the percentage behind the John or before the John, this like operator will identify that pattern in the names and extract the information for us. But in underscore, it will just identify the single character only. It can be used before the name or number or after it. Suppose I want to identify the person whose age is 30. For that, but I will use the underscore. So if I am trying to find the age of the persons who are in 30s, so I will put the 3 and then underscore. So here the underscore will search for only one digit after the 3. Okay, so the syntax for the like operator is select followed by the column names and then from table name, then where keyword, the column name where the like operator will identify the patterns there, and the patterns are put inside the inverted comma single quote. So whether it can be a percentage or underscore depending upon the situation. So let's do an exercise to understand both the wildcard characters. First one is extract employee information from employee table whose name starts with R. Okay, select, we need to extract all the information of a person whose name start with R. Select star from employee table where we want to search for the pattern in column name column, then like single inverted comma, then R. After R, the number of characters can be 1, can be 2, can be 3. So here we will use the percentage. Okay, now let's execute the query. Only one record has been shown, and that record is of Robert, whose name starting with R only here. Okay, now let's do another question. Extract employee information from employee table whose age is in 30s. So we need to identify the employees whose age is in the 30s. For that, we use the select statement from employee table where here we need to identify the age. So we will use the age column, then the like, then inverted comma 3. So after the age only one character is there, so here we will use the only underscore. See, all the employees whose age is in the 30s is shown here. Okay, now let's move forward. Between operator. Between operator is used to select the values between a given range. For example, I want to extract the information of all the person whose age is between 20 and 25. So I will use the between operator. The syntax for the between operator is select followed by the column name, then from keyword followed by the table name, then where clause is there, then column name followed by the between operator, value 1 and value 2. Here the value 1 is the lower value and value 2 is the upper value, and value 1 and value 2 are both inclusive. Okay, let's do an exercise to understand it. Extract the employee information from employee table whose salary is between $80,000 and $120,000. Okay, select star from employee where here we are talking about the salary, so we will take the employee salary column here. Then between 80,000 and 120,000. Now let's execute it. See, all the information of the employee whose salary is between 80,000 to 120k is shown here. Let's do another question. Extract employee information from employee table whose age is between 30 and 50. So similarly, we will select star from employee table where here we are talking about age between 30 and 50. Okay, execute it. Okay, so this finishes our lecture on the operators which are used in SQL query. I hope you have enjoyed it a lot. Thank you and have a nice day. Hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture we will learn about the functions, whether it is numerical or string. So let's start. The first function we will learn about is min function. Minimum function gives you the smallest value. The syntax which is used for this is select followed by the min keywords and the column name in the bracket followed by the from keywords, then table name. Let's do an exercise to understand the min function. The first question is extract the minimum salary from the employee table. Okay, minimum salary, select minimum function and salary we want to extract, so we will use the salary column from table employee. Okay, now select that, then execute it. So the minimum salary of any employee is 85,000. Now let's go back to the slide. The next function we will talk about the max function. The max function gives you the largest value. The syntax for the max function is select max followed by the column name, then from keyword followed by the table name. Let's do an exercise. The first one is question is extract the maximum salary from the employee table. So maximum salary, select max from employee table. Okay, select this one and execute this statement. So the maximum salary is 150k. The second question is extract the maximum age from the employee table. The maximum age is select maximum, we will age, we are talking about age, so it is age column from employee table and select the statement and execute it. So maximum age is 57. The count function. The count function returns the number of rows that match a specified criteria. So the statement is select count followed by the star. Star represent it will count all the records, followed by the from and then table name. Then the condition is specified under the where keyword. Okay, let's do a exercise. Find the number of employees who are male from the employee table. So select count star from employee table where gender is female. Let's execute it. In the employee table there are only 4 employees who are male. Similarly, we can do that for the female as well. Select count star from employee table where gender equal to female. Then execute it. Okay, there are only 2 female employees in the employee table. Now the sum function. Sum function gives the total sum of the numeric column. The syntax is select sum, then column name, followed by the from keyword, then table name. Let's do an exercise. Extract the total salary for all the employees from the employee table. So the total salary which company pay for all the employees. Select sum. We need to do the summation of salary. Column from employee table, then execute the. So the total salary is 645k. Okay. Average function. Average function gives the average value of the numeric column. Here the syntax is select average keyword, followed by the column name, which should be numerical, then followed by the from keyword, then table name. Let's do an exercise. Extract the average salary of employees from the employee table. So average salary, select a salary column from let's execute the command. So the average salary is coming out to be $107,500. Okay. Next question, extract the average age of the employee from employee table. So similarly we will use the average ABG. Here we are talking about age. We will give the import of age column. Employee table. Then execute it. So average age of all the employee in the employee table is 40. Now the string function. In string function, the first one is ltrim. In ltrim it removes all the blank spaces on the left side of the character expression. Okay. For example, we will select okay, we will select this information, execute it. Okay, and this output you will see there is a there is some spaces on the left side of the Sharma. Okay, we need to remove this extra spaces. So how we can do? We can do it from using the ltrim. Select ltrim, taking this text, putting here, then executing the statement. Okay, see the spaces on the left hand side of the Sharma has been removed. You can compare it. See, you can compare it here. In the first query, the page spaces, on the second query, spaces has been removed. The second string function, we will talk about the lower. So it will convert all the character to a lowercase letters. For example, we will select this is India. Okay, let's execute it. So this one is the output. I need to convert it to the lower case. So how I can do it? I will use the lower function. See, the first output is the normal one. The second output I have used the lower function here. Okay. The third keyword is the upper function. It converts all the lowercase letters to the uppercase letters. Okay, so you select this India. Okay, this string is in lowercase, so I need to convert it to the uppercase. So I will use the upper function. Upper executing the statement. See, now okay, let's for both of the statements. See, this one is initial first input, this is India, and after using the upper function. Reverses this statement reverses all the characters in the string. So suppose I use this I will reverse this using the reverse function. Okay. The words has been reversed. The first letter is T, so it is coming off first here. Sorry, the last letter in Ankit is T, and when reverse function has been applied, so it has become the first letter. Similarly, the first letter in Ankit is A, and it has become the last letter in this new word after using the reverse. Okay, so the last string function is the substring. Okay, this is most important one. In the substring, there is 3 argument is given. The first one is X is the original string, then Y is the index number where the string will start, then Z is the number of characters we want to see in the output. Okay, suppose I have this is okay. From this sentence I want to extract India. So how I can do? I will extract using the substring. Okay, so select substring and then original string is this one. Okay, now the second argument is where the India is starting. So India is starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, space is 5, 6, 7, space is 9, then 10. 10th is the number, index number from where the India is starting. So 10. And how many letters we are talking about? India comprises of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 letters. Okay, we will put the 5. Okay, select the statement and execute it. Okay, so I have read it wrong. So India I address is at 9. So let's do it for both of them. Okay, see, this is India and I want to extract the India from this center. So I will use the substring, and after using substring I have extracted the India here. Okay, so we have done every question here. Okay, so this finishes our lecture on the functions. I hope you have enjoyed it a lot. Thank you and have a nice day. Hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture, we will learn about other key SQL keywords which are very useful in the SQL query. The first one is order by. Order by is used to sort the data in ascending and descending order. The syntax for this one is select keyword followed by the column name, then from keyword followed by the table name. Then we will use the order by followed by the column name, which we want to arrange records in whether in ascending or descending order. For the descending order, we will use the keyword DESC, and for ascending order, we will use ASC. But by default, order by sorting is done in ascending order. Okay. So let's do an exercise. Arrange the salary of an employee from employee table in descending order. For that, go back to the SQL server. Then select star from employee table order by. Here I want to arrange the salary for employee in descending order. For that I will take employees salary column, and for putting the employee salary in descending order, for that I will use the DESC keyword. Selecting the statement, then execute it. See, the employee salary has been arranged in the descending order. Let's do another question. Arrange the age of the employee for employee table in descending order. For that, select star from employee table order by age of the employee, DESC. Selecting this one, then executing it. See, the age of the employee has been arranged in descending order. Okay. Moving forward, the top clause. Top is used to fetch the top end records. Suppose I want to extract only the top 3 records of this employee table. So the SQL query will extract only the first record, second record, and third record. Okay. So how we can do it? By using this syntax. First of all, I will put the select keyword followed by the top keyword, and how many records we want to see, we will put that number here, and then column list. Okay. Then followed by the from keyword, and then we will put the table name. In this exercise, we need to select top 3 records of employee from employee table. For that, select, then for the top, we want top 3 records. I want all the columns start from employee. Okay. This statement will give me the top 3 records of the table. So let's see. Okay. Group by. Group by is used to get aggregate results with respect to a group. For example, from the employee table, I want to extract the average salary of a male employee and as well as average salary of a female employee in the same output table. So how I can do it? I can do it using the group by syntax. The first one is select keyword followed by the column list, then from keyword, then table name, the where clause is put, then followed by the group by, and column names is given, then order by. Be very conscious of using the sequence of the keywords here. So after the where keyword, it should be followed by the group by, then it should be followed by the order by. Okay. If we are not using the where and order by, so the group by can come after the from keyword. Okay. Let's do an exercise. Extract the average salary of male employee and female employee from the employee table. Okay. Select average salary, that is salary. Okay. Then gender, because I want to see the salary along with the genders from employee table. Okay. then group by gender. Then executing. See, $92,500 is the average salary of the female employees, and $150K is the average salary of the male employees. Okay. Here the group by is helping us to group all the information of the second column. Here the mathematical operation is done on the salary column. Then after doing the mathematical operation, the grouping is done on the gender column. Okay, let's move to next question. Extract the average age of the departments from employee table and arrange them in the descending order. So okay, here we will use the group by and order by keywords. Select departments, I will put departments. Then average salary from employee table, group by department, ordered by average salary. Order by average salary and descending order. Okay, selecting the statement, executing it. See, this is the average salary of each department and it has been arranged in the descending order of their average salary. Okay. Having clause. Having clause is used in combination with the group by keyword to impose condition on the groups. Suppose we have extracted the average salary of three companies, company A, company B and company C. Then we put a condition here. We want to see only those companies whose average salary is greater than the 100K. So the output will be the company B whose average salary is 102K if we are using the having clause along with the group by keyword. Okay, the syntax for the having by is select followed by the column list, from followed by the table name, then where condition is applied, then group by, then having is put use here, then order by. Remember that having clause is always followed by the group by keyword, then followed by the order by if it is used. Okay. So here I want to extract the information about department whose average salary is greater than 100K. For that, I will use the select statement, department average of the salary. From employee table. Okay, here we will do the group by department, having average salary greater than 100K. Okay, let's execute it. Okay, so what's happening here? First of all, I have done the group by of the each department and which is showing the average salary. Okay, and then I have used the having clause which is extracting the information about the departments. Then average salary is greater than 100K. That is this one. Okay, let's go to slide. So this finishes our lecture on other important SQL keywords which are very important in SQL query. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture a lot. Thank you and have a nice day. Hello friends, in this lecture we will learn about the joins in SQL. So let's start. For understanding the joins, we will use the two tables. The first table is employee table, which we are already using to learn the SQL, and the second table we will introduce is the department table. In department table there will be three columns. The first column will be ID, the second column will be the name of the department like operation, finance, tax, purchase, and along with it and what will be the location of that department, that is New York, Dallas and Chicago. So this employee table and department table, we will see how we can apply the joins and what will be their output. So let's start with the inner join. So what is inner join? Inner join returns the records that matching values in both the table. It is also known as simple join. For example, we have table A and we have table B. We need to do the inner join of that. So wherever there is a common records a match value, only that output will be given by the SQL query. To better understand this inner join, we will do the one exercise problem. So before that, let's learn about the syntax. So inner join syntax is select is the keyword followed by the columns which we want to see in the extracted table, then followed by the from keyword, then table 1 will come, followed by the inner join keyword, then table 2 will come, then on is the keyword, and here on keyword indicates that we need to map the common columns of both the table. Suppose the column X in table 1 and a column Y in the table 2 both have the common values. One more important thing is that the values in that column should be unique. Okay, so for inner join we will put the column like this: table 1 dot column X equal to table 2 dot column Y. The question for the exercise is use the inner join to extract the employee name, employee department from the employee table, and department name, department location from the department table whenever there is a matching records. Okay, so let's go to the SQL server. Okay, let's see both the tables. Select star from employee table. And the second is select star from department. Selecting both of them, execute. The top table is employee table, the bottom table is the department table. So from the top table I want to extract the employee name and employee department, and from the second table, that is department table, I want to extract the department name and department location. Okay, by matching this column, that is it is unique one. Okay, and this one, it is the unique one, and both are matching in values. Okay, so first of all select keyword, which column I want to see here is employee name. Okay, then department I want to see. Okay, and from here I want to see the department name, that is D name, then D location, D underscore location. Here we have given the name of the columns, but how the SQL will identify that this E name is from this employee table and the D name is a department table? For that we need to put the employee table name first, then followed by the dot, then the column name of that table. So how we can do it? That is employee table dot in. Okay, this is the employee table dot followed by the employee name. Okay, it is like we have given the address of the column here. Similarly for the here, employee table dot employee department. Okay, and here I will put the department, that is the second table we are talking about, dot name. Here the department dot, okay, from table 1 is employee table. Okay, then inner join with department. On, in on, what is the matching value? That is ID of the employee table and ID of the department, both have the matching value. Okay, so employee table dot e underscore ID equal to department dot e underscore ID. Now selecting all of them, execute the queue. See, only the matching value has been extracted here. So wherever there is no matching value, that has been excluded here. Okay, let's move forward for next join, that is the left join. The left join returns all the records from the left table and the match record from the right table. For example, from the graph we can understand that it will return all the records from the table A, but only the match value from the table B. And the syntax for this one is similar. Here the select followed by the column name from table 1 followed by the left join table 2, and on is the keyword where we need to put the common column. How it can done? Table 1 dot column x equal to table 2 dot column 1. And what is the question? The question is use left join to extract all the records of the employee name, employee department from the employee table, and department name, department location for department table wherever there is a matching record. Okay, let's do it. One more thing I want to explain here about the alias, how to use alias. Okay, select, I want to extract the employee name, so here I will just copy here. Okay, from employee table. See, the employee table name here, it is small, but it might be case that the name is very long. So every time you don't need to use the table name here before the column name. For that we can give the shortcut for that. So how we can do it? So we can rename this employee table as A. Okay, similarly we can rename the department table as B. Okay, for this query only. Okay, then replacing this employee table with A, similarly with A, then B for department and B for department. Here A and B are the alias for the department and employee table correspondingly. Okay, left join, then on. Okay, the common value column is the ID from employee table and ID from the department table. Okay, so employee dot e underscore ID equal to department D underscore ID. Here we can also put A here, and here we can put B. Done. Let's execute it. See, done. So we have extracted all the information from the left table and the match value in the right table. Okay, similarly, let's go back to a slide, and right join is the similar to left join, but here we will extract all the information from the right table and the match value from the left table. Okay, and syntax for this is same. The select columns from table 1, right join on table 2, on table 1 dot column x equal to table 2 column y. And here question is extract matched value from the employee name, employee department from employee table, and all records from the department name, department location or department table. Okay, let's do it. Select alias for the employee table will be A, as earlier we have did. Okay, A dot E underscore name, A dot E underscore department, B, and B is the alias for the department table. B dot D underscore name, B dot D underscore location. From table 1 is left table is employee table as a right join for the department table as alias will be B on, so alias A dot E underscore ID, which is the common one, equal to B D underscore ID. Okay, I will just select this one and exit. See, so it has extracted all the information from the right table and match records from the left table, and null, it shows that there is no match records for the support and bottom in the employee table. Okay, full join, it returns all the rows from the left table and the right table with the null value in place where the join condition is not met. Okay, and its syntax is select column from table 1 full join table 2 on table 1 dot column X equal to table 2 column Y. The question is use full join to extract records of the employee name, employee department column from employee table and all records from department name, department location or department table. So let's do it on SQL Server. Okay, select employee table alias is A, so I will put it A dot E underscore name, A underscore E underscore department, B dot by the from employee table as a full join department as B on A dot B dot common one is D. Okay, let's execute the query. See, all the information has been extracted, so wherever there is no match value, null value has been shown there. Okay, so this finishes our lecture on the joins. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. Thank you and have a nice day. Hello friends, welcome again. So in this lecture we will learn about the operators for the select statement. So let's start. Union operator. Union operator is used to combine the result set of two or more select statement. In this, if there is any duplication of record is there, then it is removed and only unique one is displayed. The syntax for the union operator is the first query union with the second query. Okay, we can say select keyword followed by the column list from the table 1, union with the select followed by the column name, then table 2. One thing we need to be very careful that the order and the number of column should be same in both the select statement, otherwise this union operator will not work. Okay, let's do an exercise to understand it. So here we have two tables. First one in student detail 1 and student details 2. So we will do all the exercise on this table. Okay, and first of all we will do it for the union operator. For the union operator, go there. Okay, first of all let's see this table in here in SQL Server. Student, this one is the details of the student 1, and select star from student details 2. Okay, this is the okay. Now I will do the union of these two tables. Okay, and let's execute it. See, it has combined the student details 1 table with the student detail 2 table, and all the unique records is shown here. Okay, and you can see I will execute all these simultaneously. Now you can see this is the student details 1, this is the student details 2, and this is the final output. Here the common value was the Divya and Brian, and both of them has been removed, and only unique results is shown here. Okay, now let's go back. Union all. Union all operator gives all the rows from both the tables including the duplicates. So its syntax for the union all is select column list from table 1, and here mistake is there, it is union all followed by the select column list from table 2. So order and the number of columns should be same. Okay, and so I will just copy paste this and paste it here and just change it to union all and execute the. See, all the rows has been combined, and even it has the duplicate value as well, union all. Okay, let's move forward to next operator. Next operator is accept operator. Accept operator combines two select statement and returns unique records from the left query which are not part of the right query. Okay, we have seen the two tables are there. This is the left table, this is the right table. Okay, so it will return only the unique rows which are not part of the second table. Okay, let's understand with the query. Okay, I will just copy paste this one. Accept. See, I will copy paste and execute all these one. Okay, this is the table 1, this is the table 2, and this is the Divya and Brian are the part of this table 2 as well. So the left table, this is the left table. Robert and Tom is not part of the table 2, so that's why the output is of Robert and Tom only. Okay. Intersect operator. Intersect operator has to combine two select statement and return the record which are common to both select statement. The syntax is select column list from table 1, intersect with the select column list from table 2. Just it will return the common value of both the tables. Okay, I will just copy paste this one. I will copy and I will change it to intersect. Okay, I will execute all three of the query at the same time. Okay, this one is first table, second table, and it is returning only the common value rows here. So this finishes our lecture on operators for the select statement. I hope you have enjoyed it a lot. Thank you and hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture, we will learn about the views in SQL. So what is views? View is the virtual table based on the result of the SQL statement. So let's understand it in a simple way. So we have already discussed about the employee table, and if we want to have the female employee table view, so we can create it using the view statements here. So what is the syntax for this? The syntax for this is create view is the keyword followed by the view name as we want to name it, followed by the as keyword, then followed by the select keyword and the column names, then the form keyword followed by the table name and the condition which we will be specifying. Okay, let's do an exercise to understand it properly. Create a virtual table for female employee for the employee table, and similarly for the male employee from the employee table. Okay, let's go to SQL Server. Okay, the syntax is create view name we will put is female view, then as, then select all columns from employee table, okay, where e gender is equal to female. Okay, let's execute it. Done. So let's see the female view. Select star from female view. Okay, execute it. Okay, see, the female view has been created here, and similarly for the male one, just copy paste this code here, and instead of female I will just write male and name it as male view. Okay, execute the query. Okay, now just okay, and execute the query, you will get the male view. Okay, now let's go back to the views again. Now how to drop this view once we have created? It's very simple. Syntax is we will use here, that is drop view and then view name. So we will drop both the table view which we have created just now. So drop view, and first we will drop female view and execute it this one. So now if I try to find the information of the female view, it will be deleted. See, invalid object, there is no data like drop female view. Similarly for the male, so execute this one, and if I want to see the error will be shown here. See, error has been shown. Okay, let's go back. So this finishes our lecture on the view. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture a lot. Thank you and have a nice day. Hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture we will learn about how to alter the table. So let's go to the first slide. Alter table statement is used to add, delete and modify any column we want in table. Okay, what is syntax to add a column? and syntax is alter table name and add column name along with the data type, but data type we want to enter here. So let's do an exercise on it. So we are already doing exercise on employee table, so we will add a grade category column in the employee table, and it will be varchar type of data types. So let's do it. Okay, alter, the column name is grade category, add, alter table, that is table name will be employee table. Okay, and add grade category is the column name, and what the data type? Data type is varchar. Let's execute the command. Okay, now let's see the employee table, whether the changes has been made or not. /star from employee table and execute the command. See, grade category. So we have not added any new value here, so that's why it is showing none here. Okay, now going back to the slide, and alter table, drop column. If we want to drop any column, we will use this syntax: alter table, then table name, then drop column, and the column name which we want to drop. Okay, so we will drop the same column which we have added just now. So let's go back there. Alter table, that is the table name, employee table, and the syntax for the drop column, and the column name is grade category. Done. Okay, let's check whether column has been dropped or not. Select star from employee table, select the query and execute it. See, it has been dropped. So this finishes our lecture on the alter table. I hope you have enjoyed it a lot. Thank you and have a nice day. Hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture we will learn about the logical operators, how we can use them in SQL query. The first logical operator we will talk about the case statement. Case statement helps in multi-way decision making. For example, so whenever we go to the vending machine, first of all we need to insert the note or money in that vending machine, and it will show a lot of options. If we press button 1, it will give us tea. We press 2, it will give us coffee. If we press 3, it will give milk. Otherwise, if we press any other button, we will get the water. So this is the typical example of case statement. Okay, so the syntax for the case statement is, the first one is the case, followed by the when keywords, then can we put the condition, followed by the then keywords, and what will be the output. Okay, again when, this condition 2 followed by the then keyword, and what will be the output here. The last one will be the else, and then the result followed by the and. Okay, before solving the question, let's understand the case statement in SQL Server. Suppose I select case when I want to use the case statement for identifying whether 10 is greater than 20 or not. So 10 is greater than 20, then print 10 is greater than 20, or 10 is less than 20, then print 10 is less than 20, else print 10 is equal to 20. Okay, then and close, select this one and enter. Okay, so see, the program SQL query will come here and see the 10 is greater than 20. No, so it will not give this output. Then it will come here, then check 10 is less than 20, then it sees it is correct, then the output will 10 is less than 20. So it will exit the program here and give us the output of 10 is less than 20. Okay, let's do an exercise here. The question is, add a new column in employee table which shows the grade of employee based on the salary. So grade A will be the when the salary of the employee is greater than 120k, and grade will be assigned to those whose salary is between 90,000 to the 120k, and the grade C they assign to those employee whose salary is less than 90,000. Okay, for that we will use the select keyword, then star. Okay, and we give a grade as a new column. So I will use the case statement here, case when salary is greater than 120k, then show grade A. When salary less than 90,000, then show grade B, C, else grade B and from employee table. So let's execute it. See, the new column has been generated, and according to the salary the grade has been assigned. If it is between 90,000 to 120k, it has been assigned grade B. If it is greater than 120k, it has been assigned grade A. Okay, it is less than 90,000, it has been assigned grade C. Okay, perfect. Now if function is alternative to case statement. The syntax for this is a boolean expression is given, then if it is true it will give us the true value, if it is false it will give the false value. Suppose a student marks is shown here. If the marks is greater than 50, then it is true. If the marks is less than 50, it is false. Okay, if it is true, the output will be shown as pass. Okay, the boolean expression will be marks is greater than 50. If we put the mark greater than 40, if it is true, the output will be pass. If it is false, the output will fail. Okay, so let's understand with the example. Okay, select if 20 is greater than 30. If it is true, then 20 is greater than 30. Otherwise, right, 20 is less than 30. Okay, let's see the output. Okay. Here the first one we have given the boolean expression that 20 is greater than 30. If it is true, the output will be this one, that 20 is greater than 30. If it is false, the output will be this one, 20 is less than 30. Here the 20 is less than 30 obviously, so it will go here, that is a false value, and the output will be 20 is less than 30. Okay, let's see how we can use it in the SQL query. So the question is, add a new column in employee table which shows the generation of employee based on the age. If their employee age is greater than 40, they are called old generation. Is less than 14, they are called new generation. Okay, so select star. Okay, and I will, if condition age is greater than 40, then old generation is less than 40, that is false value, new generation. Okay, as generation, that is a column name. From by table. Select this query and execute. So it is IIF. See, it is a new generation. Age is less than 40, that is a new generation. Age is greater than 40, old generation. So this finishes our lecture on the logical operators which are used in the SQL query. I hope you have enjoyed it a lot. Thank you and have a nice day. Hello friends, welcome again. In this lecture we will learn about the exception handling and SQL transaction. Exception handling. So what is exception? An error condition during the program execution. What is exception handling? The mechanism for resolving such exception. So we will learn about such mechanism in this SQL query. Try and catch. SQL provides the try and catch blocks for handling the exception handling. So in try block we enter the SQL statement, and whenever it's throw any error, it will go to the catch block and there it handles this error. Okay. For example, we are using the employee table, and if we are adding the employee age with the employee name, so one is the numerical value and the other one is varchar data type. So we can't add it. Basically, it will throw the error, and this error should go to the catch block and it will show some message here. This message can be customized and default also. So we will see both of them. Try and catch syntax is, it will start with the begin try, then SQL statement will come up followed by the end try keyword. Then the catch block will start. It will start with the begin catch, the print error or rollback transaction will be shown, and then end catch. The rollback transaction will come under transaction in SQL query. Let's understand this try and catch syntax. So begin try, end try, begin catch, end catch. Okay. So from the employee table I want to add employee name with its age, employee age from employee table. Okay. Obviously the error will come and it will go to the catch block. So the default error message is shown using this error underscore message keyword. Okay, now let's execute it. Nothing has come up. Let's see message. See, the conversion failed when converting the varchar value Robert to the data type int. Okay, the error has been shown. So similarly, this error message we can customize it. How we can do it? See. So customization can be done using the inverted comma numerical value cannot be added to string. Okay, and then execute and see the message. See the message which we have given here is shown here. Okay. Transaction in SQL. The transaction is a group of commands that can change store data in the databases. Okay. The syntax for this one is begin transaction, that update table name, set is another keyword followed by the column where we want to change the value, then where is used to specify the condition. If we want to execute the this update, we will use the commit transaction, and if we don't want to execute it, then we will use the rollback transaction. Okay. Suppose here I want to update the age of the robot here, and I want to update it to 35. Okay, let's do it. How we can use the begin transaction? Okay. So begin transaction update, what is the table name, employee table, set, and I want to update the age to 35 when employee name is Robert. Okay, where? Okay, now let's, if the update has been done, see the age of the employee Robert has been changed to 35. If we want to make it permanent, I will write the commit transaction here. And select all this transaction and execute. This transaction has been committed, so the update is 35 only. Now I can't roll back. If suppose now I want to change the date age of the robot from 35 to 45. Okay, I can do it here. So I will select this statement here to 45, saving. Okay, let's execute it. Okay, now let's say the if update has been made. Okay, now if I think the age has been updated wrong, so I need to roll back the transition. How I can do that? I was using the rollback. Transaction. Okay, let's update has been removed or not. See, at the age of 25, I have rolled back the transaction. Okay, now this begin transaction, commit transaction, rollback transaction can be used in the try and catch block. If there is any error in updating the employee table, this error can go to the catch block, and there the rollback transaction can be committed, and along with the customized message can appear. The syntax of using the try catch block along with the transaction is shown here. Okay, first of all it will be begin try will be block is there, and end try, then begin catch and end catch is there. So begin transaction will keyword is come, the update of the table will be done here, the commit transaction will be done here, transaction has been committed successfully, then the message will come up. If there is error, then it will go back to the catch block. The catch block, if there is error, all the transaction will be rolled back and the error message will be shown here. So let's do the one example. Okay, so for that two blocks is created, begin try and try. Okay, begin catch and catch. Okay, begin, so begin transaction, update employee table, set I want to update the age of Brian to 35. So where ename, hey, Brian is 52, I want to change it to 35. Okay, so commit transaction, and print transaction is committed. Suppose some errors come up here, so this error will come if we come in catch block, so all the transaction will be rolled back here, roll back transaction, then we will print the message here, that is customized message, the transaction has been rolled back. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, the update has been successful, the message is shown here, transaction is committed, so we can see the update here. Okay, age has been changed to 35. Now suppose I also want to update age of Divya. So I will, by mistake I have written 32 divided by 0, so obviously it is wrong. So how catch block will work I want to show here. So let's see where Divya. Okay, select this statement and execute. So error is shown here, so transaction has been rolled back, it is shown here. So what is happening here, the first update is successful, the second update is wrong, so the error is gone here and it has rolled back all the transactions. So first one, age of the Brian was updated to 35, so it has been rolled back to the previous age, that is 52 here. Okay, and the message is shown here, the transaction has been rolled back. Okay, now you can see the table here, it is showing 35 here because we have already updated it to 35 in the previous query. Okay, so this finishes our lecture on the exception handling and a transaction in SQL. I hope you have enjoyed it a lot. Thank you and have a nice day.